A wife gives a man the opportunity to fully express his sexuality. So when men begin feeling a sense of boredom and begin to look to other women, it's symptomatic of a few potential problems in himself. The first is a misunderstanding of what sex is. The physical act of sex is the ultimate and final expression of intimacy, meaning that sex doesn't just happen through a wife and a husband being left alone together in a room. It's built through positive, meaningful interactions that build to create the desire for sex. Creating an abundance of these interactions leads to an abundance of sex. The second cause of a boring bedroom is that each partner is not voicing and exploring their fantasies. Fantasies are the never-ending source of excitement that enable the exact same two people to have forever experienced novelty together. So if they're not being openly discussed and brought to life, it's inevitable that the sex will become boring. Finally, the third and most common cause of a poor sex life is a man failing to fulfill his masculine role. If he stopped leading the relationship and striving towards his vision for exciting work, a strong, healthy body, an outstanding relationship, and close friendships, his wife will be turned off. So if you find your eyes wandering to other women and your mind conjuring up fantasies, understand that these are symptoms of a lack within your relationship that can be fixed, rather than the symptom of you and your wife being no longer compatible. Here are the symptoms you'll see in your relationship if you haven't yet taken care of this. The first is that sex has become far less frequent than previously in your relationship, and it seems to follow a repetitive, predictable pattern. The next is your wife telling you that she's too tired for intimacy on the regular. Third, you struggle to feel aroused by your wife. Fourth, you find yourself tempted to watch porn. And fifth, you find yourself checking out other women and fantasizing about them. Now here's what your relationship will look like once you fix this. Sex will be a different experience when you know that tapping into yours and your wife's imaginations offer endless possibilities. You will respect yourself more as a husband and as a father by embracing the fact that intimacy issues are fixable and that sleeping with other women is only a distraction, not a solution. Your wife will feel appreciated and loved thanks to all the time you're investing into the meaningful interactions that are conducive to sex. And now here's how this dysfunction develops for most men. The first is that you've likely not been scheduling romantic time every week with your partner. This means a date followed by the bedroom. While there is a misconception that this removes spontaneity, the opposite is the truth. Dedicating intentional time each week for connecting romantically shows your wife that she is a priority. You also likely aren't expressing your fantasies to your woman and talking about how to bring them to life. This is hamstringing your sex life. Next, if you haven't yet created your vision for the life you'd like to lead and consciously started making sure your actions every day are building towards it, then you won't be fully respecting yourself and your wife will be mirroring this lack of respect back at you. This must be fixed for intimacy to be possible. Here's why you must fix this. Sex is the opportunity adults have to let go of responsibility and slip into excitement and freedom. It keeps them young and excited about life. Sex is the ultimate expression of intimacy, and intimacy is what keeps a couple connected and in love. In other words, sex is the glue that holds relationships together, so you must prioritize it. Here's an example of you handling this optimally. You organize 2 date nights per week. The first might be you cooking for you both at home, followed by slow dancing in your living room. And the second is a meal at a restaurant, followed by a walk through the city. After discussing your desire to see your wife in different exciting lingerie, she agrees to wear them under her dress when you take her out. You're excited about it, and she's thrilled by the fact that you're excited by her. On the date, your conversation floats between your dreams, your lives, and sex. These nights are the biggest priority in your relationship, and you're committed to never missing them. The cost of a babysitter or restaurant meals are investments in the most important relationship in your life. Here are the actions you can take right now to fix it. If you haven't yet built out your life vision and figured out the actions to get you there, use the section of this course called How to Develop a Big Picture Vision for the Future. Then get ideas from our full package husband implementation guide, which is linked below. Schedule 2 nights per week for you and your wife to have dinner together, followed by fun like dancing and then the bedroom. No kids. Follow this for the rest of your life. Start sharing your sexual fantasies with your wife and asking to hear hers.